Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sunny finally agrees to see a doctor, and Laura sets up an important business meeting. On today's episode of General Hospital, Matt calms Cody down, Lucky and Liz devise the next stage in their investigation, and Joss and Lucas discuss their concerns about Cyrus. Alexis arrives at Charlie's and tells Christina how wonderful everything looks, and how proud she is of her. Jordan joins Alexis in the bar and praises the adjustments she's made. Alexis wants to know where Lucky is. Christina says it's another story. Christina tells her what happened with Cody and Lucky, and how they were carried down to the police. Suddenly, Lucy and Jens enter, and everyone notices that Lucy is fond to him. Alexis introduces himself and tells that he has moved to Windmere. Christina approaches and takes Lucy and Jens' orders, which include a bottle of champagne. Jens mentions Lucy's familiarity with Christina and laughs that she knows everyone in town. Lucy adds this includes the mayor and sends Laura a note on Jens' behalf to discuss his company's operations in Port Charles. He thanked her and inquired about the other customers. Lucy gestures to Alexis, whom Jens has met, and then says Jordan, the deputy mayor, is next to her. Back at the bar, Christina, Jordan, and Alexis talk about Jens and his pricey tastes. Jordan eventually departs. Jens has to go to take care of something, then returns and tells Lucy that he had to cut the evening short, but they should do it again. Jens approaches the bar, thanks Christina for a great evening, and departs. Christina thinks he is nice. Alexis describes himself as strange since he finds Windmere appealing. Liz checks to Lucky's injuries in the PCPD interrogation room, and she believes he shouldn't be there because Cody began the fight. Felicia chats with Mac in the squad room and suggests that he talk to Cody. Mac notices Molly is with him and wonders how effective he will be in communicating with him. It's his second drunken bar fight. Mac is concerned about Cody, but Felicia tells out that Cody's father had a wild side too. Mac claims he didn't listen to his father either. Back in the interrogation room, Liz mentions that Cody is allegedly a fairly excellent card player, and suggests that Lucky smooth things over by challenging him to a game. Liz directs the conversation towards their case. Molly pays Cody a visit in prison and informs him that the owner of Charlie's merely wants him to pay for damages. Cody believes Lucky should also have to pay. Molly informs him that he threw the fists and Lucky simply tried to hold him down. Cody begs her to throw the book at him, but she repeats that her sister would not press charges if he pays for the damages. Cody doesn't have any money, so he assumes he's stuck here, not that it matters. Matt comes and asks, who says it doesn't matter? Molly adds that Cody wants to be left in here and departs to let them chat. Cody apologizes, stating that he had a difficult night, but Mac points out that this is the second bad night and wonders if there is anything they should do. Cody swears to stop drinking and going to bars, and he apologizes for disappointing him. Mac claims he is in a downward spiral and appears to be set on destroying his life. Why? Cody claims he's had a lot of things in his life go wrong recently, and when things are going well for him, he trashes them. He calls it a pattern. Mac claims he didn't have a family then, but he does today. Cody doesn't understand why he, Maxie, and the others are even talking to him. Mac claims he is family, and they cannot be forced away. Cody says he'll apologize to Maxie, Christina, and Spinelli, and that he's not good at talking, so thank you. Mac believes he did a decent job speaking with him tonight and decided to leave him here to think about it. Molly meets Felicia at the station on her way to her office, and they discuss Cody. Lucky and Liz, still in the interrogation room, notice Felicia and decide to talk to her about the day Dex died. In the squad room, Felicia tells Lucky and Liz what she told Joss about the day Dex was stabbed. She wonders why this is so important to them. Lucky believes that if Cyrus stabbed Dex, he may have done terrible atrocities to other people. Liz inquires if Felicia has run across Cyrus at the hospital. Felicia claims she only saw him a few times, and the patients adored him, but he has been banned, and she has no idea why. Later, Felicia is alone when Molly returns and informs an officer that Cody will be freed in the morning. Felicia approaches Molly and informs her that Mac has not returned yet, and she assumed he was arranging for Cody's release. Molly explains that Cody is spending the night in the drunk tank to learn a lesson. Felicia hopes there will be no third time, but Molly, who has seen her mother go through this with Christina, believes there will always be a next time for individuals like Cody. Liz and Lucky take their belongings from the questioning room, and Lucky believes the next step should be to interview the personnel at Turning Woods and check their records to see if anyone Cyrus visited died of a heart attack. Liz believes the staff will not talk to him because of the fuss he created when Lulu went missing. He proposes that he quiet up and let her do the talking. Liz thinks that will be okay. Ava visits Laura in her office to discuss the forthcoming custody case and Laura's testimony. Unfortunately, Laura adds that with Lulu and Lucky back in town, both of whom have feelings for Sunny, she now has a conflict of interest. She can't help Ava and hopes that she and Sunny can resolve their issues. Jordan enters after Ava has left and informs Laura about the city's newest citizen, Jen Sidwell. They recognize the name as the man who kidnapped Lucky and Isaiah, and he must believe they have nothing on him to be walking around town under his true identity. Laura makes several calls, and there are no outstanding warrants for Jens, and Interpol only lists him as a person of interest. Laura receives Lucy's message regarding meeting with Jen Sidwell, the CEO of SRE Worldwide. Jordan suggests they use Lucy to meet with Mr. Sidwell, and Laura agrees. Jens is on his way back to Spoon Island when he receives a call from Laura. She understands his want to connect with her and recommends they schedule a meeting for tomorrow. He agrees. Rick brings Ava to an empty old brick apartment that is within her price range. Ava claims she cannot live here, but Rick says she must make a home for herself and Avery, and this is all she can afford. He also believes that, with her tastes, she may improve this place. She laments because she can't change the size. He tells her that this apartment seems better than a motel room near the court, and he doesn't understand why he's wasting his time with her since he's practically doing this for free. She tells him that while he took the money from the picture, she still owes him more. He informs her that Sunny may drag this out until Avery is 18, which she cannot afford. Ava responds, "And you won't stand by me if you don't get paid." Ava claims Nina warned her about him and that he only loves himself and money. She wonders why Rick hasn't written her off. Rick wonders what's going on with her. He's attempting to assist her, and she's responding by attacking. Ava apologizes and discloses that Laura has decided not to testify for her. Rick describes it as a setback, but they can adjust. Ava feels as if she must fight the entire world to be a mother to her kid. Rick assures her that he is on her side, and she should not doubt that. They then share a passionate kiss. Ava claims he persuaded her, and she will take his position. She then walks out. Natalia looks after Sunny in his Metro court chamber when Brick arrives to see him. Brick inquires as to what is going on, and Sunny reveals that he is suffering from major cardiac problems. Sunny is concerned about not showing up to Charlie's for Christina's special night. Natalia offers to run down and tell him he got caught up in work. Natalia leaves Sunny in Brick's care. Brick inquires about his heart condition, and Sunny informs him of its evolution over the months, as well as the fact that Isaiah prescribed him medication, which helps. However, tonight he clashed with Ava, felt a tightness in his chest, and did not take his medicines since he didn't want her to know about the problem. When she left, he fell, and Natalia discovered him. Brick said they must ensure that this does not happen again. Brick schedules Sunny an appointment with the top cardiologist in the country, who is in Los Angeles. They cannot tell anyone, especially the 5 families, of his situation. Natalia arrives and informs Christina that everything looks good. Christina asks about her father. Natalia claims she was with him and they were discussing deception business when Brick arrived, but they had other business to attend to. She left them to come here and view the place, and she enjoys the new low-key acoustic feel. Christina can't wait for her father to see it, and she isn't sure what she would do without him. After Natalia leaves, Alexis returns to the bar to speak with Christina. Christina explains that her father was preoccupied with business and was unable to visit. Alexis seeks to gain additional information from Christina regarding her father's role in all of this. Christina tells her mother that Dad sold it to her, they have a contract and a payment plan in place, and everything is legal and fair. She also claims Dad was correct, and this work was just what she needed. She is concerned about Dad, nonetheless, because Avery's custody case has a new date. She promises to do whatever it takes to keep Avery from Ava. Lucy walks over to the bar and brags about making another commission by renting a property to Ava. She instantly apologizes, remarking that Ava is probably the last person Christina wants to hear about. Natalia returns to Sonny's room. He didn't expect her to return, but she promised to take care of him and would keep it. Brick reveals that he scheduled an appointment for Sonny with a doctor in Los Angeles, and Sonny says he needs to find a reason to fly there. Natalia claims they will come up with a reason. Brick departs, leaving them to brainstorm. Sonny informs Natalia that she is not required to do anything beyond what she has already done. Natalia believes he should learn to say thank you when others offer him assistance. Sonny thanks her. Lucas and Joss laugh at Carly's house about Donna and Avery's makeover of her. Joss thought it was an excellent distraction from her mistake. She basically told Cyrus that she had identified him as the one who stabbed Dex. She notices Lucas doesn't appear surprised. Lucas claims Lucky and Liz have an idea, which he will reveal if she stays out of it. She can't guarantee it, joking that it's a genetic trait. Lucas explains to Joss their belief that Cyrus is killing the patients at GH. They haven't gone to Anna since they require proof and don't have any. Joss adds that if Cyrus is killing people rather than comforting them, there must be a method to connect him to all of these killings, and she will discover it. Lucas urges her to remain away from the disaster. She agrees, adding, "What can I do, really?" On the next General Hospital, Joss investigates, and Anna and Laura inform Jens that they do not want him in Port Charles. Caitlin McMullen of General Hospital discusses Michael's temporary situation following Chad Duell's final episode. General Hospital spoilers state that Caitlin McMullen is speaking out now that Chad Duell's final episode has aired, at least for the time being. On January 21st, Michael traveled to a very exclusive clinic in Germany, where he hopes to escape severe burn scarring. In a recent interview with SOD, Caitlin McMullen revealed that Chad Duell had officially left. McMullen commented on her conflicted sentiments when Duell first informed her of his desire to leave the role of Michael. Although McMullen was saddened to lose her friend on stage, especially because Duell is such a joyful goofball behind the scenes, she also encouraged him to follow his heart. Duell had to do what was best for him, and McMullen recognized that. At the same time, Caitlin McMullen intimated that Chad Duell's exit from the program still doesn't seem real to her. There could be a legitimate justification for this, given that GH is not recasting Michael at this time, and Duell has expressed a readiness to return. But I also think that because it might be more of a temporary situation, replied McMullen. I'm not allowing my mind wander to the point where I'll never see him in these halls again, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just hoping that we'll see him again. Regardless of whether Chad Duell reprises his role as Michael, McMullen made it clear that she supports him and wishes him continued success. Of course, Michael's exit arc laid the stage for his eventual comeback. Our projections indicate that this will not be Michael's last appearance. Michael might return to Port Charles for a fresh start after recovering from his injuries, possibly with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, who is expecting his kid. However, it is feasible that Michael and Willow will reunite sooner or later. Willow and Michael will always be linked by Wiley Corinthos and Amelia Corinthos, so maybe they might rebuild their family eventually. Whatever the case, General Hospital spoilers predict Michael's probable return could cause a stir in Port Charles, so stay tuned for updates on any upcoming return news. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 24th, Willow makes a big mistake, Drew's proposal is rejected, and Sidwell ignores the warning. According to General Hospital spoilers on Friday, January 24th, Trina Robinson will run into Jocelyn Jacks while seeing Kai Taylor at GH and wonder what she is doing there. Jocelyn will insist she is attempting to stop a murderer, therefore her hospital visit will almost probably include her efforts to bring down Cyrus Renaud. Kai is expecting good news from his doctor, but it is possible that he will receive bad news instead. Will Kai discover that his shoulder injury is far worse than he previously imagined after receiving the MRI results? If that's the case, Kai's future might be completely derailed, forcing him to pursue a professional path other than football. Regardless, Trina will return to Kai's room, and he may fill her in on what his doctor tells him. Laura Collins will meet with Jen Sidwell at her office, as promised, but the meeting will become unpleasant after Anna Devane arrives. Laura will stress that Sidwell is unwelcome in Port Charles, but he is eager to disprove the critics. Drew Quartermain will contact Curtis Ashford with a suggestion to explore. Curtis will be assured that whatever Drew is thinking will not work for him, so he will consider this chat a waste of time. Willow Corinthos will then admit to Nina Reeves that she is concerned she has made a terrible mistake. Willow's decision to return to the gatehouse with the kids as part of a deal with Tracy Quartermain is likely to cause her to reconsider. Drew did not approve, so Nina may assume Willow is letting him into her brain. Nina, on the other hand, will give Willow a pep talk and possibly explain that she did everything it took to reunite with her children, as any decent mother would. Unfortunately, Tracy will lay out some ground rules on Friday's episode, so Willow may be warned not to try slipping away with Wiley Quartermain and Amelia Corinthos anytime soon. Perhaps Cody Bell will encounter Tracy turmoil if he is released from jail and sobers up. Tracy may encourage Cody to get his life in order and avoid placing himself in difficult circumstances. According to other General Hospital teasers, Lulu Spencer will receive an attractive offer and eventually inquire as to if she has been hired. It appears that Lulu may have officially joined Deception, but working for Brooklyn Quartermain might be disastrous. Finally, Carly Spencer will get a present from Jack Brennan. Will Brennan accompany Carly to Germany while she is there to help Michael Corinthos set up his new clinic? Our forecasts indicate that Carly and Brennan will take some amorous moves forward shortly, so stay tuned. General Hospital spoilers: Charlie's will not distract Christina for long, but a life in the mob might. According to General Hospital spoilers, Alexis Davis was correct when she informed Christina Corinthos Davis that remodeling Charlie's would not distract her for long and would not make her feel any better about the harsh things she recently shouted to her sister, Molly Lansing Davis. As Christina tries to find some serenity in her life, she may discover that the only thing she's actually good at is running away from her problems rather than tackling them head-on. While it may appear like investing herself in this passion project at the bar her father gave her is the answer to getting her out of her own head, if it fails, she may want more from Sonny Corinthos than Charlie's can provide to keep her from spiraling. Will he accommodate her request? General Hospital spoilers: Christina Corinthos Davis loses her grip. Christina has already suffered huge losses: her baby, her sister Sam McCall, and now her brother Michael Corinthos is on the verge of death. She is teetering on the edge. These sorrows are stacking up, and the burden may become too great for her to carry alone. Charlie's distraction may provide some relief for a period, but the reality of her losses will hit home. Each night, as she shuts the bar, the loneliness and anguish return, prompting her to question her purpose and capacity to cope. Her customary tenacity is wearing thin, and without a new focus, she risks losing her grip totally. Spoilers: Sonny Corinthos crosses a line seeing his daughter in such pain. Sonny may decide to take a different route. He has learned from experience that sometimes the only way to recover is via activity rather than distraction. Sonny may pull Christina into his other, less savory businesses, which might either save or destroy her. He may think that by giving her something meaningful to focus on, something where she may feel like she's making a difference or perhaps pursuing justice for her losses, she can discover a new path. Bringing her into the mob would be a hazardous move, but Sonny saw it as a chance to direct her rage and grief into something controlled, where he could keep an eye on her. Instead of finding peace, Christina may find herself plunging into darkness. The power, control, and excitement of operating in the mafia business may be quite addictive. It's more than just being busy, it's about vengeance. It's about proving she's not the weak link in the Corinthos Davies chain. Might Christina embrace this life with such zeal that even Sonny is taken aback? The boundary between right and wrong may become less clear as she becomes more involved, relishing the thrill of being untouchable and punishing others in ways she couldn't in her old life. This new Christina might be more dangerous than anyone expected, including herself. Someone warn Ava Jerome. Cameron Matheson from General Hospital shares helpful strategies for difficult times. The GH star expressed optimism and encouragement to his Instagram followers. Cameron Matheson, a General Hospital star, understands the difficulties that life can present. He went through a cancer journey fraught with uncertainties. He recently lost his home in the Los Angeles flames. The serial actor discusses several ways that helped him maintain some sense of serenity during these terrible times. Paying it forward. Matheson is paying it forward by assisting others in need. He understands how terrible these times have been for the people of Los Angeles. Matheson posted a hopeful video on Instagram. He discussed some of his strategies for staying cheerful during difficult circumstances. Some strategies that have been effective for me to protect my mind from all the fear, anger, sadness, anxiety, and stress during this difficult time: gratitude, compassion, patient acceptance, Matheson said in the image's caption. He went on to discuss each one in detail. Matheson takes time out of his day to reflect on what he is grateful for. It's a powerful positive mind that protects us from negativity and helps bring us a lot of peace, Matheson told me. When it comes to compassion, he transfers his attention away from himself and toward others. By taking the attention off ourselves and the what about me mind, and thinking what about them, we transform our difficulties and increase our compassion, according to Matheson. And this drives us to do what we can for them, and that always feels good. Matheson defines patient acceptance as being solution-oriented rather than concentrating on negativity. He does not intend to bury your feelings. Rather, it is about experiencing those feelings and employing practices that are beneficial and healing. But by using these strategies, we, in a sense, use our painful feelings and situations to improve our inner qualities, Matheson told me. Bringing hope. The Great American Network star was urged to share these strategies with his audience. He agreed there were others, but asked his fans to share them in the comments area. Instead, people applauded him for the inspirational and motivating post. Other users sent thoughts and condolences to Matheson and his family. I just wanted to share something wonderful. My recent blogs have been a little heavy for obvious reasons, but I'd want to discuss some tactics I'm attempting to implement to stay optimistic and tranquil. It's actually helping my head, Matheson said in his video. He is aware that he has been posting extensively about the wildfires. It's understandable, given that they're still happening and have impacted thousands of residents. Many people have had a difficult start to the new year for a variety of reasons. These tactics can help everyone, no matter what they are going through. Carly is here to stay. Laura Wright of General Hospital clears up exit rumors. The star was on X interacting with fans and made it obvious that she isn't going anywhere. Laura Wright, best known and loved for her role as Carly on General Hospital, turned to social media to clarify that she is not leaving. Fans on X, previously Twitter, speculated about her future on the show when one fan inquired if she was departing owing to an imminent wedding. Wright's response was brief, sweet, and to the point. Clearing up rumors. The rumor mill began churning when a fan, at LindaJo51355230, tweeted Wright, "Is it true you're getting married and leaving the show for a while? If so, you'll be back, won't you?" Wright promptly dismissed the rumors. Wright knocked it down with a straightforward response, "Nope, not true at all." The timing of this speculation is noteworthy, as it comes just after Chad Duell, who plays Carly's on-screen son Michael, left the show. This departure may have increased fans' concerns about a wider shakeup in the Corinthos family plot. However, Wright's statement assures that her character's position in Port Charles is secure. A pillar of Port Charles. Since taking over Carly's role, Wright has become a fixture on the daytime soap. She has thrived while guiding Carly through love, heartbreak, and other unexpected twists. Carly's portrayal has cemented her as an integral element of the show. Wright is a fan favorite for her unrivaled charisma and dramatic performances, which keep viewers engrossed in Carly's sometimes turbulent existence. Her confirmation comes as a comfort to viewers who have shared their excitement online. Laura, we love you. General Hospital wouldn't be the same without you, a fan tweeted. Another added, phew. I was terrified we might lose our drama queen. While Wright's character is frequently embroiled in chaos, viewers can be certain that Carly is here to stay, for the time being. Her reassurance not only dispels false allegations, but it also expresses her gratitude to the show's passionate following. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 24th. Laura prepares for war, Jocelyn's danger, Willow's regret, Brennan's surprise. The General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 24th, 2025 are here. Tracy Quartermaine will likely lay down the law on tomorrow's episode. Coming up on General Hospital, Jack Brennan surprises Carly Spencer. Nina Reeves inspires Willow Tate Corinthos. Plus, Lulu Spencer receives an enticing offer. Tracy Quartermaine's legislation GH spoilers for Friday, January 24th show that Willow must now submit to Tracy's legislation. Willow was reunited with Wiley and Amelia Corinthos after they reached an agreement. Willow, on the other hand, plans to live on the Quartermaine property. While Jason Morgan and Lulu persuaded Tracy on the idea of being able to keep an eye on Willow, things might easily turn nasty. Tracy is teased for laying down the law. Willow could be startled by the rules she must observe. GH spoilers, Nina Reeves' encouragement. Willow might be concerned that she has made the wrong decision. Willow is an adult who may struggle to cope with Tracy's control. Willow doesn't seem to notice that Drew Kane Quartermaine is a slimy toad who believes he is God. Drew keeps pushing Willow to take issues into her own hands and demonstrate her authority, but that is not who she is. Drew might pressure Willow to pull out of the deal. However, Nina will encourage her daughter. Nina appears to want peace, therefore Willow should listen to her. Jack Brennan's surprise General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 24th state that Carly will seek treatment from Michael Corinthos. Carly is in a downward spiral, and Brennan made the treatment option available. However, Brennan has another surprise for Carly. Could Brennan accompany Carly to Germany to provide support? Perhaps Brennan has business in Germany that he can attend to while caring for Carly. General Hospital spoilers, Friday, January 24th, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, Lulu is expected to get an enticing offer. At the hospital, Trina Robinson pays Kai Taylor a visit. In the next on GH trailer that aired following today's show, Trina Robinson casually asks Jocelyn Jax what she is doing. Jocelyn confidently states her intent to stop a murderer. Laura Collins tries to get Jen Sidwell out of Port Charles. However, the villains seem to like the task. Curtis Ashford deals with Drew. Meanwhile, Willow informs Nina that she has made a major mistake. Lulu asks if this implies she's been employed. Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing on Friday, January 24th, 2025? Michelle Lundstrom shares sexy new photo with Steve Burton. New year, new mentality. Michelle Lundstrom has shared a new sensual photo with her fiancé, General Hospital star Steve Burton, on social media. Here's what you should know. General Hospital news, Michelle Lundstrom shares sexy new photo with Steve Burton. Michelle captioned the selfie with NYC and the heart symbol while wearing beautiful fishnets and posing for the camera. Talk about a good-looking couple, right? Steve announced his engagement to Michelle earlier this month, but it wasn't well received. That's because certain media outlets couldn't help but bring up Steve's tragic history. Page 6, for example, produced a headline that read, General Hospital star Steve Burton engaged to Michelle Lundstrom after divorcing wife who got pregnant by another man. Of course, they were referring to Steve's ex-wife, Sherry Burton, who announced her pregnancy on social media in 2022. Page 6, for example, produced a headline that read, General Hospital star Steve Burton engaged to Michelle Lundstrom after divorcing wife who got pregnant by another man. What's next for Steve and Michelle? Of course, they were referring to Steve's ex-wife, Sherry Burton, who announced her pregnancy on social media in 2022. If that wasn't enough, trolls turned out in full force for Michelle in 2024. The actor has luckily found love again, but after all of Sherry's internet bullying and suspicion about his own personal life, Steve wants to avoid making the same mistake twice. That is why he is keeping Michelle and their relationship as private as possible. In fact, they rarely mention one another on social media. He does not want Michelle to cope with the online controversy that comes with dating a famous soap star like himself. He has plenty of drama in the fictional town of Port Charles where he performs. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.